Hello, fourth graders. Today we will be learning about cause and effect. The objectives are that you will be able to identify cause and effect in a story. The language objective is that you will be able to write about cause and effect. So what is cause and effect? A cause is why something happens. An effect is what happens. For example, because of all the rain, the cause, the plant started to grow, the effect. You can also use some of these signal words to help you identify cause and effect. For example, it started to rain, so the plants grew. Because it started to rain, the plants grew. It started to rain, therefore the plants grew. Since it started to rain, the plants grew. So you can see how that works. Let's go ahead and watch this video to learn a little bit more into detail on how we can identify cause and effect.
Cause and effect. At Grammar Songs by Melissa, what is cause and effect? More importantly, how can understanding cause and effect make me a better reader? Let's get started. Cause and effect is a relationship between events or things where one is the result of the other or others. What? Huh? That does sound a little confusing, so let me explain. The cause is the reason for a situation or change. The cause is why something happens. The effect is the result or the consequence. The effect is the outcome or conclusion. What happened? I'm confused. I don't get it. Maybe it will help if I show you. The relationship of cause and effect happens in situations in real life every day when we try to figure out what happened and why. You're giving me a ticket. You were speeding. You missed 8 words on your spelling test. I forgot to study. This bill is expensive. You ordered everything on the menu. The cookies are burning. I forgot to set the timer. In a cause and effect relationship, it's important to understand which event is the cause and which is the effect. The cause always happens first or before the effect. For example, his speeding was the cause of getting the ticket. Getting the ticket could not cause him to speed. Speeding is the cause, receiving the ticket is the effect. Likewise, forgetting to study is the cause of missing 8 words on a spelling test. Missing 8 words wouldn't cause him to forget to study. Forgetting to study is the cause, missing 8 words is the effect. Because is a great word to use to figure out which is the cause and which is the effect. It even has the word cause within it. Because he was speeding, he got the ticket. Because he didn't study, he missed 8 words on his spelling test. Because he ordered everything on the menu, his bill was expensive. Yes. And because she forgot to set the timer, the cookies were burning. Exactly. So the cause always happens before the effect. Always. And the effect is the result. Yes. So how does this help me when I read? You are asking an excellent question. Identifying cause and effect when you read is important because it helps you to better understand what happened and why it happened. There are a number of signal words a reader can use to help boost understanding. Signal words are words an author may use to indicate the relationship between two ideas, in this case, cause and effect. Some common signal words for cause are because, since, due to, if, and when. Some common signal words for effect are so, therefore, as a result, consequently, thus, and then. Authors may use these words and others to help the reader identify a cause and effect relationship, but sometimes authors don't use signal words at all. The important thing to remember is that the cause is the event or thing that makes the effect happen. Maybe we should practice. That is a really great idea. Let's read a short story together and look for the cause and effect relationships. Remember, the cause is the reason why something happens. Some signal words for cause are because, since, due to, if, and when. The effect is the result. Some signal words for effect are so, therefore, as a result, consequently, thus, and then. Here we go. Tara was having an awful day. She didn't wake up on time because she forgot to set her alarm clock. Since she didn't wake up to let the dog out, he made a mess on the floor. She forgot to put her math book in her backpack, so she didn't have her homework. When it was time for lunch, Tara remembered her lunchbox was on the counter in the kitchen. She went to band class, thus realizing her flute was still in her bedroom where she had practiced the night before. Tara got on the bus to go home. Her friend Keisha told her jokes to make her smile. As a result, by the time she got home, Tara felt much better. Let's reread this story to look for cause and effect. We can look for signal words along the way. Tara was having an awful day. She didn't wake up on time because she forgot to set her alarm clock. Do you see a signal word that can help us? I see because. Very good. The word because indicates a cause. Let's highlight the cause in red and the effect in yellow. Because she forgot to set her alarm clock, she didn't wake up on time. And forgetting to set the alarm clock happened first in her life. It tells why she didn't wake up on time. Very good. Let's keep reading. Since she didn't wake up to let the dog out, he made a mess on the floor. Do you see a signal word that can help us? I see sense. You're right. Sense is another word that indicates a cause. Since she didn't wake up to let the dog out, he made a mess on the floor. And not waking up on time caused the dog to make a mess on the floor. The dog making a mess was the result or effect. Excellent. Let's read some more. She forgot to put her math book in her backpack, so she didn't have her homework. I see the word so. Wow, you certainly are getting good at looking for signal words. So is a signal word that can indicate an effect. She forgot to put her math book in her backpack, so she didn't have her homework. Forgetting to put her math book in her backpack caused the effect of not having her homework. Yes, I'm worried about Tara. Is her day ever going to get better? Let's keep reading to find out. When it was time for lunch, Tara remembered her lunchbox was on the counter in the kitchen. When could be a signal word for a cause. Yes, it can. When it was time for lunch, Tara remembered her lunchbox was on the counter in the kitchen. The fact that it was time for lunch caused Tara to remember her lunchbox. Exactly. Let's see what happens next. She went to band class, thus realizing her flute was still in her bedroom where she had practiced the night before. Thus can be a signal word for an effect. Great job. She went to band class, thus realizing her flute was still in her bedroom where she had practiced the night before. Going to band class caused Tara to realize her flute was still in her bedroom. Yes. Poor Tara. Will her day get better? Well, let's keep reading. Tara got on the bus to go home. I don't see any signal words. Okay, let's keep reading. Her friend Keisha told her jokes to make her smile. As a result, by the time she got home, Tara felt much better. As a result can indicate an effect. Very good. So if as a result, by the time she got home, Tara felt much better is the effect, where is the cause? Well, what caused Tara to feel much better? Her friend Keisha told her jokes to make her smile. Yes, Keisha's jokes caused the effect of Tara feeling much better. Great job, you two! So remember, cause and effect is a relationship between events or things where one is the result of the other or others. The cause is the reason for a situation or change. The cause is why something happens. And the effect is the result. The effect is what happened. Some signal words for cause are because, since, due to, if, and when. And some signal words for effect are so, therefore, as a result, consequently, thus, and then. Hooray! You did a great job learning about cause and effect. Thank you for.
All right, fourth graders, let's go ahead and move on. Now we're going to practice, and I'm going to read this, and I want you to think about cause and effect. Look out for some signal words, and then we'll go to the next slide where we'll try to match those. Yesterday, after playing with my hamster on the floor, I put him back into his cage, but I didn't close the lid tightly, and he escaped. I didn't know he was loose until I saw something run by my feet. I jumped up quickly and hit the lamp on the table next to me. The lamp fell and crashed to the ground, making a loud noise. Soon my dad was in the room upset that he was awoken from his nap. I walked over to apologize when I stopped just in time. My hamster was sitting in front of me, looking up and smiling. I reached down to grab him, and he took off under the couch and into the kitchen. When I heard the scream, I knew my mom had seen my pet. She scooped him into a colander and popped him back into his cage. I tightly secured the top, and he was back in his home. I watched him play and thought for sure I saw him give me a little wink. So let's look. Let's look at this cause and effect table. So the cause, I did not close the lid tightly. What was the effect? Because he didn't close the lid tightly, the hamster escaped. The effect, I jumped up and hit the lamp. What caused him to jump up and hit the lamp? The hamster ran by him and startled him. The cause, the lamp crashed to the floor and made a loud noise. So, what was the effect of the lamp crashing on the floor? That his dad woke up and was upset that he was awoken from his nap. The cause, walked to apologize, stopped and tried to grab my hamster. The effect was the hamster ran into the kitchen. The hamster did not want to be caught. He was having too much fun. The effect, the mom screamed. What caused the mom to scream? The fact that the hamster startled her because he had ran into the kitchen. The effect, I watched my pet play and thought, I saw him wink at me. What caused him to think that? The fact that his mom scooped up the hamster in the colander and put him in his cage. So as you can see, we don't always have those signal words to help us, but we can always think what happened and what caused it to happen. What you're going to do now for your asynchronous time is that you're going to practice. You're going to choose a book, either from Epic or RAS Plus, and as you read it, you're going to fill out this graphic organizer. Once you're done with the graphic organizer, it has 3 sections for 3 causes and 3 effects. Once you complete it, make sure you share with your teacher, and then also bring it back because we're going to talk about it and share. All right? Have fun. Have fun finding out what the cause and effects are in the story.